life practice community.
Our morning Vin Yin practice. I'm just going to grab my bolster. We're going to start our class in a seated meditation this morning. So come to sit either on a cushion or a block or whatever. Just setting yourself up to be comfortable. And your hands can either be flat and face down if you want a bit more groundedness. Or they can be face up. If you want a bit more openness, maybe to receive something this morning, some energy. And then allow your spine to stack straight up, vertebrae on vertebrae. It's like the stem holding a flower. And allow your shoulders to soften back down the body. And take some deep breaths in and out through the nose, filling the lungs. And then exhaling, emptying. Inhale in, filling. And exhaling out, emptying. Keep taking full, deep, and even breaths. Trying to direct that breath from the heart space if it's possible. And then decide in your seated shape if you have an intention for your practice this morning. For me, it's all about balance. I've posted this before on social media, but I tend to live in two extremes. It's like this go, 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 accomplish everything. Or then the opposite when I hit that total standstill, stop, kind of shut down and exhaustion when I accomplish nothing. And I'm trying really hard to learn how to find the middle between these two elements. That's kind of what our yin and yang practice is, our Vin and Yin. It's about finding the middle between these two elements of effort and ease and strength and surrender. So if that intention resonates with you, feel free to hold on to it, or if there is something else you want out of today's practice, feel free to identify that now as well, right? It's your practice and you know what you need from this, you know what you want from this. So just take one more breath. And then we'll start to move on your next inhale. Sweep your arms up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, you're going to pass your palms through heart center. Let's take 3 more. So big breath in, circle. And then big breath out, hands at heart center. 2 more. And then a last one, inhale. And this time when your palms are up, keep them overhead, and we're gonna drop into a lateral side bend. So you're gonna drop your right fingertips on the mat, take an inhale, and then stretch the opposite way. Come all the way up through center. Reach both palms up and then side bend the opposite way. So land your left fingertips, reach your right fingertips over towards the side. Take an inhale, come all the way back up through center. Let's twist. So you're gonna twist towards the right knee, land your left hand on your right thigh, land your right fingertips, take a breath in, and then can you drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder, and then just see how that feels in your left traps muscle. And then lift your head back up through center, breathe all the way up through center. And then twist the opposite way. So land your right hand on your left knee, land your left fingertips behind you, take a breath in, lengthen. And then drop your left earlobe down towards your left shoulder, and then just stretch through your right traps muscle. Take an inhale, come all the way back up. Palms reach up overhead, big breath. And then take your palms into your heart center. And we're gonna come up and over onto our hands and knees. Just bringing yourself into your tabletop. And in your table, let's rotate our palms so that the fingers go out towards the side. And then rotate them all the way around so that they're back towards the knees if that's comfortable for you. And then take a few cat-cows with the palms rotated like this. So you're just kind of like stretching into the wrist creases. And then let's allow ourselves to come all the way back through center. Rotate your palms back around. Spread through the fingers, push through the palms, tuck the toes up and under, and find your first down dog. You can bend through one knee and bend through the next. Just kind of walk out the dog, pressing through the heels. And it can be nice to give your head a little rock, no. To no more tension, and then give it a little wiggle, yes, to being here now and practicing yoga. And then come all the way into stillness, making that deep V shape. And can you stretch your hips up towards the sky? Just like lengthening through the spine. And then bend the knees, gaze forward, and start to walk the feet up to meet the hands. Find yourself in a forward fold. I'm gonna play a little bit of music this morning. We'll see how it goes. As always, please just let me know if it bothers you, if you can't hear. In your forward fold at the front of the mat, let's take an inhale and halfway lift. And then take an exhale, forward fold. We'll do it twice more, inhaling. And then exhaling. And then one more, this time you're gonna inhale, half lift. And then you can come all the way up to stand, Tadasana at the front of your mat. Press through the soles of the feet, lengthen through the spine, settle the shoulders. Take a big breath in and tell yourself that you are here. Exhale now. Inhale here. Exhale now. Take your breath in, sweep your arms up towards the sky. And then exhale back into a forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plant your palms. You're gonna make your way back to a plank. Nice, let's land the knees for the first vinyasa. You're gonna slowly lower, elbows drawing all the way back, brushing by the rib cage. And then breathe your body into a little bit of a lift. Exhale to lower. Shift through a tabletop. Bring your body all the way up to a down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Just stretch. And then land your right foot back on the mat. Stretch your left leg up. And then land your left foot back down. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Hop or step feet to the front of the mat. Nice. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step the toe mounds together. Bend through the knees, sit back, find your chair. So here you are, just sitting in this super comfy shape, being okay with the discomfort as best you can. Telling yourself that you will only be here for a few more breaths and you can do this as best you can. Take 2 more breaths. One more inhale. And then when you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back. Now either lowering the knees or keeping them lifted if that's part of your practice. Lowering down through your chaturanga. Inhaling up to your back bend. And then exhaling back to your down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Breathe your right leg up towards the sky. This time, bend through your right knee, stack your hips, reaching your right toes over to the left. Come all the way back. Land your right foot back down. Lift your left leg up. Bend through your left knee, stack your hips. Come all the way back. Place your left foot on the mat. Bend through the knees, gaze forward. Step or hop feet up to the hands. Nice. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Toe mounds together. Bend through the knees, sit back, arms up, breath in. Take your palms into your heart center. We're gonna lift at the elbows. Inhale. Twist right knee onto left thigh. Come all the way back through center. Twist the opposite way, left elbow, right knee. Come all the way back in, take a big breath in, you got this. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower, plant your palms, step back. Journey through your vinyasa. Come all the way up to your down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Breathe your right foot up towards the sky. Bend through your right knee, stack your hips. Come all the way back through center. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms. Come onto your left knee. So we're coming into a low lunge this morning. If you have any sensitivity, you can always place a blanket underneath that knee. We're gonna take both arms up towards the sky. We're gonna do a few different vines here, opening through the shoulders. So keep your right arm extending up now. And then place your right palm onto your left shoulder. Place your left palm onto your right elbow. Draw the elbow back. And you might stay here. I'll just turn so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Or you might take your left palm up and wrap around. This is your cow face arm. So fingertips might grip together. If you're having this tendency to puff out your rib cage, can you nip and sit, nip and sit? Zip your rib cage in. Knit and zip, those are the words I'm looking for. Take one more round of breath as you are. And then let's unwind and open the arms. Take a big breath in, arms extend up. Reach your arms open. This time you will weave your right arm over top of your left and either grip opposite shoulders or weave the forearms together. This is your eagle. And then take a big inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And then how would it feel to exhale forward, leave your left palm where it is, and inhale your right arm up towards the sky. And then reach your right arm back. And maybe you're here, maybe the palm is on the sacrum, maybe you're taking it into a full quad stretch if that's part of your practice, accessible in your body today. Mindfully release the foot, land your right palm. Let's walk our fingertips back and lengthen over the right leg. And then take a few rounds of breath getting into your hamstring. Can you walk the hands forward? Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Let's get strong through the left palm. Sweep your right arm up. And then can you roll onto the outer edge of the left foot? Take your right foot all the way back. Bring your body into a Vashisthasana, a side plank, and stay with it for 3, for 2. And then for 1, land your right palm. Travel through your vinyasa. And then we'll journey through the opposite side once you get up to the down dog. Take your left leg up, big breath in. Bend through your left knee, stack your hips. Come all the way back through center. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Land onto your right knee. And then inhale your arms up. Nice. This time you plant your left palm onto your right shoulder. Weave your right arm around. See if you can make a connection. Find your cow face bind. How does that feel? Take one more breath. And then unwind the arms, reach through the fingertips. And then can you open the arms and this time weave your left arm underneath the right. Release your grip, big breath in, expand. And then exhale, come forward, land your right palm. Inhale your left arm up and then sweep it back. Maybe you stay, maybe you kick the hand towards your foot, towards your hand. And then we'll mindfully and slowly release the right foot, take the left palm forward. Can you walk your fingertips back as you lengthen over the left leg? And then walk your hands forward, leave your right palm where it is, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, take your left arm up, roll all the way back onto the outer edge of the right foot, step your left foot back, take 3 in your side plank, 2, and then 1, land your left palm, let's move through a gentle flow. Come all the way back to a down dog, and then just land the knees onto the mat. Walk your hands forward. Lower your forehead. How does this feel? And come all the way back onto the palms, back up into your table. Leave your left palm where it is. Take your right arm up towards the sky. Big breath in, twist. And then thread your right arm under, coming onto your right shoulder and your right cheek. And then maybe lift the left arm up and wrap all the way around. Perhaps it hooks near the hip. Slowly unwind. Land your left palm, lift all the way up into a table. And then we'll move the opposite way. So take your left arm all the way up, big breath in. And then send your left arm under, landing onto your left cheek. And then maybe you reach the right arm up and wrap it all the way around. And come all the way back through center. Land the right palm, lift all the way up into a table. And then take a moment, send your hips back onto your heels and rest your forehead. Take your child's pose. So we're going to move through one more standing flow. Then we'll drop into our yin postures. So when you're prepared, when you're ready, inhaling, feeling all the way up into a table. Tucking the toes, lifting up and back, down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky. And then pull your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms. We're going to inhale all the way up into your crescent. And then exhale, open into your warrior two. So your left palm is back, your right palm is forward. And then move through a few flows, inhaling, reversing. And then exhaling, extended side angle. Just travel through 3, just like this. Nice. Once you've made it all the way up to your warrior 2, take your right palm, wrap it around, place it on your left shoulder. We'll do the same thing as we did earlier. Take your left fingertips back. See if you can make a connection in your cow face arms. I say this a lot, the beauty in vines is their direct translation to real life. Right? We all find ways that we can tie ourselves up into commitments and stories and things that don't sit well with our souls. But it's when we finally untie them and release, it's when we find the most freedom. So can you release that and feel the freedom as the arms expand? And then take your hands onto your hips and just do a little tiny swivel. So now your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. You can widen your stance a little bit. Find your balance. Take your arms up towards the sky. One more vine coming at you. You're going to open your arms. Wrap your right arm over top of your left and then either grip the shoulders or weave the forearms together. And then how would it feel to trust weight onto your right foot to tilt into a warrior 3 with this bind? And then maybe you rock forward and wrap your left thigh on top of your right and get super comfortable in this uncomfortable shape eagle pose. Just telling yourself you're not going to be here forever, just a few more breaths. And then take a big inhale, land your left foot, sweep your arms up, feel the freedom as you find the release. Press your palms into heart center, stay. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back, move through a vinyasa. Or you can just go straight back to down dog, that also works. Inhale your left leg up towards the sky, big breath in. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Land onto your right heel. Come all the way up into your warrior 2. Nice. Finding the middle. The peace of the middle and the stillness of the middle. The silence of the middle. And then inhale, reverse. And then you'll exhale, come forward into your extended side angle, and then just move with your own breath. Taking 4 in total. Eventually coming all the way back up to warrior 2, land your left elbow, land your right palm, and then maybe wrapping all the way around, finding your cow face arms. How does that feel for you today? And then unwind the arms, big breath in. Take your palms onto your hips. Do your little swivel so that you're now facing the front of the mat. Lift the arms up. And we'll open again. This time it will be your left arm over top of your right, and maybe you high five the hands. Maybe you grip the shoulders. Can you trust that you'll hold yourself on your left foot as you lean forward? Take this twisted warrior three. And then tilt up to stand, crossing the right thigh on top of the left. Sit back, hook the toes. Stay for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then on 1, just inhale, lift all the way up. Find freedom and release, clarity and contrast. Take your palms into your heart center. Breath in, then breath out. Inhale your arms up towards your sky. Exhale into a forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, lower, plant the palms. Perhaps you take one more vinyasa if you feel like it. And then we're gonna bend our knees, land onto the heels. Just rock over to the side. One back bend before we get into our yin. Okay, so lower all the way down. I'm gonna give you a choice. If you wanna take your bridge, go ahead. If wheel is part of your practice, you feel like a nice heart opener. It's kind of what I feel like this morning. Feel free to also drop into your wheel, it's your choice. I know all of you are have a pretty mature practice. You know your bodies well. You know what it needs from this moment. So just listen. And then if you're up in that wheel, lower down, tuck your chin. Come all the way onto the mat. And then just rock your knees from side to side. Come all the way through center. Hands onto the backs of the thighs. Let's do a little bit of a rock up. All right, so we've made it into our yin. The first pose we're going to take is called cow face pose. What you're going to do is lengthen your right leg out. See if you can step your left foot across, and then you're going to come onto the outer edge of the left foot. And then if it's comfortable for you, you're going to kick your right foot back. So now you're on the outer edge of both feet. So your knees are stacked on top of each other. Yeah. Got it. All right. Arms come up. And then let's place the right arm on the right hand on the left shoulder and weave the left arm around. And see if we can try that line one more time. Hands together. We will be here for a few moments, so you could grip onto your t-shirt, or you could grab something like yoga strap style to connect the hands closer together. And then one more option is you can slowly start to lean forward if it feels good for you. For me, it generally feels better to be straight up in this pose. But every single person has a different experience of every single posture. So just be mindful of that. Three principles of yin yoga. Let's find your edge. Stay a while and commit to stillness. Can you be okay with this discomfort? Just a minute longer. And after the last breath, nice job. Release that bind. Lift up. Uncross the legs. And then maybe you rock the knees from side to side. And then we'll experience that pose on the opposite side. Okay, so lengthen your left leg all the way long. Take your right leg across. I think I did this side the opposite way. I think it's right leg long, left leg across. And then you wrap the right knee back. Do the side that you haven't done. Take your arms up. Your left palm is going to come onto your right shoulder, and then you weave the right arm around. I think I cued the wrong one. I see Lejean switching. My rights and lefts, I'm sorry, you guys. Usually you'll find on one side, it's where you feel a little bit tighter, and then that's the one to go with. So we'll be here for about 3 minutes. Normally I have a lot to say. A lot of stories, a lot of things to distract you with. Maybe this morning I'm tapping into my own yin, my own parasympathetic nervous system. Maybe I'm just really tired. It's a bit more challenging when it's silent, and can you use the tools that you know to calm yourself inside of this storm. Just give it 10 more breaths. One more inhale. One more exhale. Uncross. Uncross the legs. Just take a moment doing nothing. And then rock the knees from side to side. And then can you rock into stillness? We'll come all the way up to seated on the knees. And you might be just sitting on the heels like this. Or you might tuck the toes under and then sit the hips back. We're gonna get a little bit of a deeper of a stretch. Drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder. And then maybe reach your right arm up and land your right palm on the outside of your head. How does that feel in your left traps muscle? Take one more breath. And then land your right palm. Come all the way back, head balancing through center. How does your left side feel compared to your right? If you're okay with the feet tucked, we're going to leave them there for the opposite side. Drop your left earlobe. And then maybe adding the left palm like a weight. Just a few more breaths. And then take your head all the way back up through center. Take your chin into chest. Do a few little circles. And then bring the head all the way back through center now. If you still have the toes tucked, untuck them, sit back. How does that feel? Before we take Shavasana, we're going to take one more pose. And we're going to come into Viparita Karani, which is legs up the wall. So if you're not near a wall, you can always just do it like this, legs lifting upwards. But if you are near a wall, you're going to scooch your hip towards that wall and roll all the way down. Land your feet on the wall and then just let the rest of your back body rest. And then you can choose whether your hands are on your navel or maybe your hands are rolling flat and face up. Can you let go of movement and receive stillness? Let go of effort, receive ease. Receive a bit of silence. And decide if you want to stay here for your final resting pose, you are more than welcome. Or if you want to stretch out into a regular old Shavasana or a seated cross-legged shape, you could also go there as well. With the knowledge in whatever shape you're in, that I'll bring you back when the time's up. Give your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle. Running a nice long stretch, fingertips all the way through toes. Take your knees into your chest, give your body a nice little hug. And then slowly make your way back up to your seated shape. Taking your palms at your heart center, length through the spine, close the eyes. May we walk off our yoga mats and into our lives with whatever we need to take from this practice. Balance, intention, effort, and ease. Move through the rest of our days with mindfulness and with grace. If you would like to join me for an Om, we're going to inhale and exhale, and then inhale through to make an Om. So a big breath in. Breath out. Big breath in. Thank you for starting your morning and sharing your practice with me. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Guys, I'm just going to stop.
The Mindful Life Practice Community.